Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm Malicious Female Fan Steve Malicious here with something a little bit different today. Back when we had under 100 subscribers, I think it was like 88, I mentioned in the comments section, I was replying to somebody, and I said when we get to 1,000, I would give away a Nokia 1020. And here we are, over 1,600 of you. Thank you so much for that. All the likes, all the encouragement, all the comments. It hits me right here where I'm soft because of the cheeseburgers, but I appreciate it so much. So let me talk about this thing for a second. It took about 3 weeks for this to get here. It took 3 weeks to clear customs from Ohio. Ohio apparently being a province of China that I've just never heard of, and there's an important point to be made there. When you're buying stuff on eBay now, especially these retro phones, even the newer phones, be very, very, very careful. Read the comments, read the bad comments. A lot of times you're going to be getting a refurbished phone, and worst case scenario, you'll be getting a phone that was returned for some sort of issue, not solved whatsoever, put back in a box and sent out to you. So be careful. If it's too good to be true, a lot of times it usually is on the newer phones on eBay, and on these older ones, when they say new in the box and new sealed in the box, all that stuff, a lot of times they're not. Read the actual feedback from actual buyers. And the only reason why I still do business with this particular company is that, yeah, they claim that it's new in the box and it comes in this nice little OEM looking box. But the thing is, they refurbish them, but they actually do a good job refurbishing them. They work well. All the parts are new. They use OEM stuff, so it looks quite nice. I opened this one. I actually reset the software myself because I want you to be able to get it and just pop your SIM right in it, charge it up, and go ahead and have fun with that 41 megapixel camera. Come on. From that 2013 goodness. So I want you to be able to pop it. I don't want you to have to be worried about, was there some sort of virus on here? I took it out, tested it, reset it myself, so when you get it, you're good to go. So I appreciate that. So let's describe kind of what needs to go on here. If you want to win, we'll make it super easy. Number one, you got to be subscribed to the channel. That's a given. Number two, you have to comment below what your favorite phone is. And I'm not talking about what you think is the best phone or the phone that you had first or the longest. Just a phone that means something to you and a little bit about why it does so. So I will go ahead and start. And for me, it is the Motorola V60i. I don't even know the year. It's early 2000s. But it was the first phone that I ever got a text message on. It was the first phone that I ever got received a text message. 25 cents to send. 10 cents to receive, which I always thought that was the most ridiculous thing of all time. But it's what we had to live with back then. 2 miles to school, up a hill, in the snow, every single... But anyway, it's what we had to deal with, and it was interesting at the time to be able to send and receive. And also, this is the first phone that when they had that thing where you could link it with your AOL Instant Messenger, and you'd log in via text message, and then you'd have this menu. You hit 1 to respond, 2 to look at your friends list, and you could respond back and forth sort of in a clunky kind of manner on AOL Instant Messenger, which I thought was interesting, and that was the first time I had done this on this phone. This phone was actually, it's Motorola, but you see it's branded AT&T, if it zooms in, or if it focuses, which it won't. AT&T, but old AT&T, before they merged with Singular. So this is the original AT&T wireless. And look, we talk about hinge design now. Just listen to this. It's almost 20 years old. However many thousands, that's still just slam shut. And it's excellent. And it was when they still made these, even these flip phones with these nice metal constructions, which were nice. Later, they became all kind of plasticky and they weren't as durable. But this one was fantastic. And the one thing that I loved about this one the most is that the antenna here, you could unscrew it, okay? And at the time, they'd have these little cell phone boutiques, little kiosks in the mall. And you could, for, I don't know, 10, 20 bucks, buy replacement antennas, ones that would light up when you got a phone call or when it was active or something, all kinds of... The reception was awful, but that wasn't the point. You'd get a phone call and your phone would light up, which was kind of cool. And of course, the number-only external display for your caller ID. So I always thought this was the coolest thing. It was later replaced, I think, by another flip phone, and then it was my favorite up until we got to, I think, the iPhone 4. But this is, as far as just old-school nostalgia, one that hits me in the heart. It's this Motorola V60i. So, I'll ship almost anywhere. Okay, leave your comment down below. Tell me about your favorite phone, a little bit about it. I'll ship the 1020 almost anywhere, except Guam. I can't. I tried to. It just for some reason it costs like $1,000. It's all right if you find if you live in Guam, we'll work it out and you win. But what we're gonna do is this: I'm gonna basically take all the comments, assign everybody a number, throw it in one of those random number things, and out will come the number, and that'll be the winner, and we'll work it out. But listen, the regular stuff, the legal stuff, don't get me in trouble with this. You got to be 18 plus to enter. Okay, that type of stuff. You know, it has to be legal in your country for me to mail it to you. Those type of things. But I figure everyone here can figure that out for themselves. You know if you could win a contest or not. So if you're eligible, go ahead and enter below, subscribe, and then comment. And I appreciate it on the 1,600 subscribers. It's really fantastic. A few months ago, I didn't even think that was possible. I was lucky. I was so happy when we had 100 and people were just watching and enjoying the videos. So I very much appreciate that. And I thank you all for your, like I said, your comments and your support and the encouragement. It keeps me going. It really does. It's fuel for the insides. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe. All that fun stuff. Here's to the next however many. Until next time, have that Steve-alicious day.